All right, guys, let's talk about first dates. We've all been there. You've got the perfect outfit, you've picked a great spot, but then you sit down, and your mind goes completely blank. What do you actually say? To impress her, and more importantly, make sure she's excited for a second date. Don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, we're going to break down the exact conversation strategies that will make you stand out and build a real connection. Forget those cheesy pickup lines. We're talking about genuine, charismatic communication that will have her telling her friends how amazing her date was. First things first, let's set the stage. The initial 5 minutes are crucial. Your goal here is to be warm, confident, and present. When she arrives, greet her with a genuine smile and some light, positive energy. Instead of a generic, "How are you?" try something a little more specific and observant. For example, "Wow, that's a really cool necklace. Is there a story behind it?" Or, "I love this place. Have you been here before?" This shows you're paying attention and you're interested in her as an individual, not just a generic date. Another great opener is to comment on your shared environment. "Finding this place wasn't too bad, was it? I almost walked right past it." It's simple. It breaks the ice, and it gets the conversation flowing naturally. Remember to make good eye contact, but keep it relaxed, not an intense stare down. It's all about creating a comfortable, positive vibe from the very beginning. Now, let's get into the heart of the conversation. The biggest mistake guys make is turning the date into an interview. What do you do? Where are you from? How many siblings do you have? It's a total vibe killer. Instead, you want to ask open-ended questions that invite stories, not one-word answers. Instead of, "Do you like your job?" ask, "What's the most interesting or unexpected thing that's happened to you at work recently?" Instead of, "Where did you go to college?" try, "What made you decide to study that? Were you always passionate about it?" See the difference. You're not just collecting data. You're exploring her world. And here's the pro tip. Listen to her answers. Listen. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Pick up on details she shares and ask follow-up questions. This is called active listening, and it's incredibly attractive. It shows you're engaged and that you genuinely care about what she has to say. So, you're asking great questions, but what do you talk about? Stick to what I call green flag topics. These are subjects that are generally positive, uplifting, and reveal personality. Think passions, hobbies, travel, funny childhood stories, goals, and dreams. A fantastic question is, so, when you're not busy with work, what do you get really excited about? What's your passion project? This opens the door for her to talk about something she loves, and you'll see her light up. You can also share your own passions. Talk about that hiking trip you're planning, the guitar you're learning to play, or a book that completely changed your perspective. Sharing your passions shows that you have a rich, fulfilling life, which is a very attractive quality. It makes you a person she wants to know more about, not just another guy she went on a date with. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What topics should you avoid? On a first date, it's best to steer clear of the 3 X's: ex-partners, extreme politics, and expectations for the future. Talking about your ex is a huge red flag. It either suggests you're not over them or you're carrying baggage, neither of which is a good look. Similarly, while deep political or religious debates can be important in a long-term relationship, a first date is not the time. It can create division before you've even built a foundation of connection. And please, avoid talking about marriage and kids or mapping out your 5-year plan together. It's way too much pressure and can come across as desperate. The goal of a first date is to see if you enjoy each other's company. Period. Keep it light, fun, and focused on the present moment. One of the most powerful tools in your conversational toolkit is humor. Making her laugh is one of the fastest ways to build rapport and create a memorable experience. But this doesn't mean you need to be a stand-up comedian firing off rehearsed jokes. The best kind of humor is situational and self-aware. Gently poke fun at yourself. If you spill a little water, laugh it off and say something like, "And for my next trick, I'll make this napkin disappear." Clearly, my coordination is on point tonight. Being able to laugh at yourself shows you're humble, confident, and don't take yourself too seriously. You can also use playful teasing, but tread carefully. It should be light, gentle, and always followed by a smile to show you're kidding. For example, if she says she's a fan of a rival sports team, you can say with a grin, "Oh, a fan of *, that * team. I don't know if this is going to work out, .. It creates a fun, flirty dynamic. The key is to make her smile, not to make her feel uncomfortable. Okay, let's talk about the balance of the conversation. It should feel like a tennis match, not a monologue. You share a little, then you pass the conversational ball back to her by asking a question. A good rule of thumb is the 50-50th rule. You should be talking about half the time and listening the other half. If you find yourself dominating the conversation, pause and say, "Wow, I feel like I've been talking a lot. I'd love to hear more about your trip to Italy you mentioned earlier. What was the best part?" This shows self-awareness and a genuine interest in her. On the flip side, if she's very shy and you're struggling to get her to open up, don't just fill the silence with nervous chatter. Ask easier, low-pressure questions like, "What's the best movie you've seen recently?" Or, "Do you have any fun plans for the weekend?" It takes the pressure off and helps ease her into the conversation. Compliments are essential, but the asterisk-type asterisk of compliment matters. Avoid generic lines like, "You're so beautiful." While it might be true, it's what every other guy says, and it focuses solely on her appearance. Instead, offer unique and specific compliments that show you've been paying attention. For instance, "I love the way you tell stories. You're so animated," or "You have a really great laugh. It's infectious," or "That's a really sharp insight. I never thought of it that way." These compliments are about her personality, her intellect, and her energy. They are far more meaningful and memorable because they show you see her for more than just her looks. A well-timed, genuine compliment like this can be the highlight of her night. As the date winds down, you want to end on a high note and clearly signal your interest in a second date. Don't let the end of the date be awkward. When you feel the conversation naturally reaching a closing point, you can say something like, "I've had a really great time with you tonight. I was honestly a little nervous, but this has been so easy and fun." Being a little vulnerable like this is endearing. Then, it's time to make the move for date number 2. Be direct and confident. Don't say, "We should do this again sometime." It's weak and vague. Instead, be specific. Say, "I'd love to see you again. You mentioned you love Italian food. There's a great little spot I know. Are you free sometime next week?" This shows clear intent. It references something she told you, brownie points, and it gives a specific call to action. So, to recap the master plan, start with warm, observant openers. Ask open-ended questions that invite stories, not just answers. Focus on green flag topics like passions and travel, and avoid the X's and heavy stuff. Use humor, especially self-deprecating humor, to build rapport. Balance the conversation 50-50ths. Give unique, specific compliments that go beyond her looks. And finally, end the date with a confident, direct, and specific plan for a second date. Following these steps isn't about playing a game or being someone you're not. It's about being the best, most confident, and most engaging version of yourself. It's about showing her that you're not just interesting, but you're also interested in her. Do this, and I promise you, you won't be wondering if she wants a second date. You'll be planning it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to level up your dating life. See you in the next one.